small plane, bad weather, or both?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. But the weather was perfect.
What we're looking for is, I like to say, the man, the machine, and the environment. And those three items, first of all, the pilot. We look at the pilot, we look at his background, we look at his flying experience, we look general health, just make sure the pilot was physically fit. Second of all, we look at the machine or the airplane, and we go through and what we do is we rule out what it wasn't. And a lot of people look at an airplane like this and say, how can you ever find anything? You know, it's burn up, and how can you find out what happened? Well, what we do is we start going through, one of the first things we do is we look to make sure all the airplane's there. That we don't have half of an airplane or a part half a mile away. So we go through and make sure all the flight controls are there. Then we start going through the cables and we make sure that all the controls were hooked up and connected. And so we look to the airplane, and the last thing we look at is the environment. What was the weather like at the time? And not just weather environment, but you know, was there other airplanes in the area? You know, where did the airplane crash at? So we look at the environment. So that's the third thing. Old airplanes used to all be made out of wood. A lot of your early military airplanes, like part of the tail would be made out of wood, and so it's not a faulty.
So this is a wood veneer.
Yeah, this is a veneer. They actually built the structure of the wing, and then they put a wood veneer over it. And this is like the outer skin. That's the inside, but this is that's the outer skin of the wing. And then on top of this, they'll put a fabric that's actually glued down to it. See, this is actually the fabric coating that's on top, and then it's painted.
So overall, it makes the airplane lighter than having some kind of like aluminum or something.
I don't know if it makes it lighter. It's it's their building construction. It's how they did things.
Okay.
But the thing is, I mean, they're built like a tank. They're very, very strong airplanes. In 6 months, there'll be a factual report, which are all the facts that I've gathered through the course of the investigation. It's a multiple-page report. There's no analysis in it, and the other thing that you won't find is a cause is not in that factual report. That factual report, once finished, goes to the 5-member board in Washington, D.C., and that board will review the facts and determine the probable cause. Then there'll be a third report on that website, ntsb.gov, which lists the probable cause of the accident. And so the whole process takes a while. Sometimes it's up to a year. Sorry, no, I knew you did, and I knew you'd figure out the way back there because you said you'd been back there before.
Yeah, they took us back yesterday.